the group with yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Horton. I thought I'd come on out and sort of express where I'm at and most likely where you all are at. I know we are all in the same place. Not in the same house, but we're in the same place as far as a discomfort that we're experiencing. As far as things not being in the comfort zone that we're used to being in. You know, the comfort of being able to go out when we want to be able to socialize in places where we choose to socialize. And this thing is really, really bothersome to some people. You know, like myself, when we talk about what this paper is about, this paper is called the domestic comfort zone. The domestic comfort zone, being comfortable in your own zone. You feel me? Right? And so like me, you know, I'm very uncomfortable. You know, I can't go to the barbershop, I can't get my hair cut, you know, things are just growing all out of whack. And it's very uncomfortable. You know, I really, really enjoy being able to go to the barbershop, especially since, you know, you all know I've cut my hair. I mean, just getting that nice line, just feeling free, you know, no hair all on your neck and all this all kind of stuff. Big old afro, it's just a bothersome thing. But we're going to read on. It says, I'm going to define what this means, the domestic comfort zone, right? Which I know you already know, but just to be doing class, here we are, right? It says, how does one define the word comfort zone in the words the domestic comfort zone? Comfort zone is a place or a situation where one feels safe or at ease and without stress. It's also a place where one feels secure and in control. Domestic comfort zones describe and define the good and the bad and the ugly areas that take place in most domestic comfort zone relationships, right? Even being with your babe. I mean, you love her to death. You love him to death. But just even being at the house 24/7, looking at what you love 24/7. I mean, looking at what you dislike 24/7 and looking at what you like. But even what you like, you can sometimes not like just because you're in the house 24/7. But I suggest you love on anyway. It's a struggle and a test. It's a struggle and a test, right? It tests you if you really, really want to spend the rest of your life with that somebody, right? And I do, so that's a good thing. But it tests you. You know, I knew before the test came what time it was with mine. But some of you don't know yet. Some of you don't know yet until you got up under this test, right? And you're sweating and you're worried and you're tripping. Hey, oh man, this is going down, right? So, number one says, if you were to self-define comfort versus discomfort in some or most of your defined relationships, let's read that again. If you were to self-define comfort versus discomfort in most of your failed relationships you've been in, do you now feel your once domestic too comfortable zone became a discomfort for you and your relationship partner because you became too comfortable, right? Sometimes we just got too comfortable, too comfortable. It was all good. It was just all good. Baby girl said, you ain't got to work. Don't trip. I got it. And her baby boy said, keep your money. Don't spend your money on that. I got everything. You know, this is what he says, this is what a man is supposed to do. This is what he heard out there. So he wants to be better than the other men, so he defines it as you ain't got to do nothing, right? Until the corona came into the test, right? Number two, when you think about most domestic comfort zone relationships that involve most of your needs like money and shelter, do you believe your needs were stronger than your wants, or were your wants stronger than your needs? Like, okay, let's read that again. When you think about most domestic comfort zone relationships that provide most of your needs like money and shelter. Do you believe your needs were stronger than your wants, or were your wants stronger than your needs? You got to figure that out for yourself. You got to think about that. You know, were your needs stronger than your wants, or were your wants stronger than your needs? Did you really like did you really, really like him? Was he really, really your boo? Or was he paying to be your boo? Or, you know, all right? Number 3. When it comes to most of your relationship, domestic comfort zone issues with your partner, are you known to find yourself in your greatest comfort zone when you're verbally lifting people in your partner up, or when you're verbally cutting people in your partner down? You know, are you real comfortable with calling somebody out their name? I mean, does it feel good coming off your tongue? I mean, are you real comfortable with that? Are you comfortable lifting people up, saying positive stuff? It takes energy and it takes work. It takes practice to say positive things. And it also takes practice to say negative things. And some of us and some of you have been practicing the negativity most of your life. So it's time to make some changes. All right? Number 4. In most serious relationships, most people will find a comfort or a discomfort in the areas of using drugs, finances, employment, unemployment, and household responsibilities. Are you known to be in a discomfort zone or a comfortable zone when you or your partner is in one of those zones, those comfort zones? When are you comfortable when your partner is not working? Are you comfortable when they're working and not all around the house all the time? Are you comfortable because you got a partner that uses and abuses drugs and you have the job, so you may find yourself in some level of control because you feel someone needs you? I mean, I'm just kind of putting some stuff out because these are some of the issues in dysfunctional comforts and dysfunctional relationships, right? All right? Okay, number 5. When it comes to choosing freedom over incarceration, and freedom being a relationship with responsibilities and incarceration being a prison with no responsibilities, are you known to choose prison over freedom and responsibilities because it has always been your domestic relationship comfort zone? Some of us just don't want freedom. I mean, we want it, but at the same time, we up in the jailhouse balling. We up in the jailhouse calling shots. We up in the jailhouse being somebody when we on the street, we ain't nobody. Or we feel like we ain't nobody, right? Ain't nothing real important going forward. We can find ourselves in a field of millions of other people that's functional, that's doing better than us. They got a better job, getting $2 more than we're getting at the average job, and we can sometimes feel like we're less than. But when we go up to the big house, when we go to the Santa Ritas, or some of us is really down with it, man. You know, I've been up in there, I've heard it, you know. Thank God I didn't have nobody to call, because they was like, hey, you got to ask us to use the phone. You feel me? I mean, these are individuals. Some of us are the individuals that own phones in the jailhouse. Some of us are telling people where they can sit in the jailhouse. But I come to find out, and I've been knowing, but you know, just to put a stamp on it, that the tables and the phones in the jailhouse belong to the police. But anyway, that's another story. All right. Number 6. Have you ever found yourself in a good, healthy, steak and egg, comfort zone relationship and lost out on that good God sent relationship chasing fast food in the street? Right? Have you ever found yourself in a good, healthy steak and egg, comfort zone relationship and lost out on that good God sent you relationship chasing fast food in the street? I mean, come on now. Which one is your comfort? Is the fast food your comfort, or the good God gave you your comfort? You know, you better find out, man. They got people quarantined. You better find you a solid quarantine partner where there's some food on the table, you know, where somebody's willing to get up and, feed your raggedy. No, let me let that go. I don't want to call no names. All right. Number 7. For those of you who found a discomfort in the way you were raised and the way your parents were violent and verbally abusive towards you and around you, do you now find comfort or a discomfort in the comfort zone you're now raising your own children in? I mean, we say we didn't like that. We screamed about it. I mean, we got taken away from our parents many times because of the ignorance that was going on, the violence that was going on in front of us. But yet, we got the nerve to grow up, become grown folks, and say we grown folks with children, you know, married with children and all that kind of stuff. And then we turn around and create that same movie scene in front of our kids. How dare us? How dare you? Right? Act like that wasn't painful and then put that same pain on them kids. Stop that bull crap. All right? Stop it. All right? Number 8. When you think about the domestic comfort zone you were known to be in before catching your 52 weeks of domestic violence classes for physically and verbally abusing your partner, do you now feel your domestic comfort has turned into a domestic discomfort seen from the time of your arrest? Right? Let's do that again. When you think about the domestic comfort zone you were known to be in before catching your 52 weeks of domestic violence classes for physically and verbally abusing your partner, do you now feel your domestic comfort has turned into a domestic discomfort seen from the time of your arrest? Right? You were comfortable choking her out. You were comfortable beating him down while he tried to get some sleep. You know he's been working, all week, extra hours to make sure all the bills are paid, make sure your hair get done, make sure, all these things in order, all your needs are met. But yet, you just still want to fight. You want to fight him because some other him was beating you down, and you just trying to continue the cycle. I know you don't like it, but you need to look at what you're doing, right? Partner, you need to look at what you're doing to her, right? Let's stop this, and let's stop getting too comfortable in the discomfort, right, that we find ourselves in. Watch out for this corona. This is one of the biggest tests that you will probably ever go through in your life, and the biggest one ever in life, right, as we've been here. Us human beings, Homo sapiens, whatever you would like to call them. This is a test. This is definitely a test that you must pass, right? You must pass and stay with your ride or die, right? Because people are dying out here, and you need to make sure you cool things down, right? Only you, right? It's a commercial on this. Only you can prevent forest fires, right? So just because it's going on crazy out there don't mean it has to be crazy in here. You can put the fire out. So cool that stuff down, calm down, say, baby, it's only a test. We're going to make it. Hold on to your partner. Love your partner, right? Give your partner a hug, you know what I mean? And keep your masks on and stuff when you go outside the house. And stay in order, not out of order. All right, that's it for yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Hoyt. Thank you for attending my group.